There is a special kind of pain in being ignored, and if you have felt it, you already know it is not loud at first. It is quiet. It sits in your chest. It follows you into the night. You read old messages again. You replay small moments. You wonder what changed, what you missed, what you should have said differently. And that is where most women lose their power, not in the silence itself, but in what the silence makes them do next. Because the moment a man pulls away, your next move starts writing the rest of the story. If you panic, he feels it. If you chase, he expects more of it. If you beg for clarity, he learns he can disappear and still keep your heart waiting at the door. But if you respond the right way, everything changes. His distance starts working against him. His silence becomes heavy. His choices start echoing back at him. And suddenly, the same man who felt so sure about stepping back begins to feel the pull of coming closer. Stay with me, because what comes next is not about playing games. It is about power, self-respect, and the kind of energy that turns absence into attraction. By the end of this, you will understand why being ignored does not have to break you. It can rebuild you into the version of yourself he cannot forget. There is an ache that lives in silence, especially when it comes from someone you cared about deeply. It does not matter how strong you are, how independent you seem, or how calm you look on the outside. When a man goes cold, it can shake something deep inside you. You lie awake thinking about every word, every glance, every message that never got a reply. You ask yourself painful questions. Was it something I said? Was it something I failed to see? Did he lose interest, or is he fighting something inside himself? But here is the truth many people miss. When a man ignores you, he is not always fully sure of what he is doing. Sometimes he is confused, sometimes he is distracted, sometimes he is testing how much access he still has to your energy. Sometimes he is hiding from his own feelings because they scare him more than your silence ever could. And this is why your response matters so much. Not because you need to win him back, but because the way you carry yourself now will shape how he sees your value later. This is where everything turns, not when you explain more, not when you overgive, not when you try harder. It turns when you shift your energy in a way he can feel, even from a distance. And yes, many men do come back, but not when they are overfed with attention. They come back when your absence begins to say what your words no longer need to say. The first thing you must do is the hardest thing for an emotional heart. Withdraw your energy with grace. Do not chase him. Do not flood him with long texts trying to fix the silence. Do not call again just to prove you care. Do not hand him the comfort of knowing that no matter how he behaves, you will still be there waiting in the same place. Chasing sends one message, even if you do not mean it that way. It says your attention decides my worth. And the truth is, nothing weakens attraction faster than showing someone they can neglect you and still keep full access to you. So instead, step back quietly. No dramatic speech, no bitter goodbye, no performance, just stillness, just dignity. Let your energy return to you. Think about the difference between a river that never stops flowing toward one person and an ocean that holds its own depth, mystery, and power. One can be taken for granted. The other must be approached with care. When you stop rushing toward him, he feels the space. He notices what is no longer so easy to reach, and that matters. People often value what becomes rare. Attention that used to come daily now disappears. Warmth he assumed would always be there becomes uncertain. That shift creates impact. If you are hurting, feel it in private, heal in private, but let your outer response remain calm. Watch this closely, because the woman who can step back without collapsing changes the entire emotional balance. And while you are stepping back, do not just sit there counting the days. Elevate your life without him. This is where your real glow begins. Not fake happiness, not posting for revenge, not pretending you are over it while secretly checking his last scene every hour. I mean real movement, real life. Take the class you delayed, fix your sleep, go to the gym, walk more, eat better, Visit that part of the city you always wanted to explore. Reconnect with the friend you have been meaning to call. Start building a routine that belongs to you, not to the mood of someone who left you in confusion. Men notice when a woman starts rising. They notice when her world does not stop just because they went quiet. And something powerful happens in his mind when he sees you growing without his support. Curiosity wakes up. Regret begins to whisper. He starts wondering why you seem brighter now. He starts asking himself whether he underestimated you, whether he misread your worth, whether someone else is seeing the value he failed to protect. But here is the deeper point. Your growth is not a trick to pull him back. It is nourishment for your own spirit. It is how you protect yourself from becoming emotionally stuck in a story that may already be over. And yet, this same growth is often what makes him look again. Keep listening, because the next part is where most women give their power away the second he returns. If he finally comes back with a simple message like, "Hey, how have you been?" Do not rush to empty your heart onto the screen. Do not send him all the pain at once. Do not attack him. Do not melt. Both extremes make him feel too certain of his effect on you. Instead, answer with calm mystery. Keep it light. Keep it warm. Keep it short. Something simple. "I've been good, busy lately. Hope you're well too." That kind of response does more than a long emotional paragraph ever could. It tells him you are not frozen in place. It tells him life continued. It tells him he no longer has full access to every feeling inside you. And that mystery unsettles him in the most powerful way. He expected either anger or easy forgiveness. He expected proof that he still lived at the center of your thoughts. Instead, he meets someone who feels composed, harder to read, and suddenly more valuable. Human nature leans toward what feels just out of reach. The moment he cannot fully measure your emotions, his attention sharpens. He begins leaning in. He begins wanting more. That does not mean become cold or cruel. It means stop over-explaining your heart to someone who has not yet earned that level of honesty again. Let him feel that access to you is no longer automatic. Let him wonder a little. Let him earn clarity through consistency, not through one casual text dropped into your evening like nothing happened. Then set silent boundaries, not loud ones, not long speeches about what you will and will not tolerate. Real boundaries are often not announced. They are shown. They are lived. If he ignored you and now comes back, do not let him slide right into the same casual comfort as if there was no cost to losing you for a while. Do not be available every second. Do not answer every late-night message the moment it lands. Do not reward weak effort with full emotional access. Maybe you take your time before replying. Maybe you decline the lazy invitation that comes too late and offers too little. Maybe you say, "Tonight doesn't work for me," and leave it there. Calm, polite, clear. This matters because boundaries teach people how to approach you. When there is no boundary, people act according to convenience. When there is one, they are forced to rise or walk away. And a man who is serious will notice that the old version of you, the one who made everything easy, is gone. In her place is a woman who respects her own time, protects her peace, and no longer opens every door at the first knock. That changes the emotional tone completely. He begins to understand that if he wants closeness, he must bring more than curiosity. He must bring effort. He must bring presence. He must bring a version of himself that can meet your standard. And if he cannot do that, your boundary protects you from repeating the same wound in a different outfit. Use silence well, not as punishment, as power. Silence is often misunderstood because people think doing nothing means losing. But in love, unnecessary talking can be the very thing that lowers your value. Every extra message sent to force a response gives away your focus. Every emotional explanation offered too early reduces the weight of your absence. Silence works because it lets reality speak. When you stop reaching out, he is left alone with his own choices. He has room to notice what is missing, the laughter, the warmth, the steady attention he once received without earning it. Silence does not beg. Silence does not bargain. It simply removes your energy from a place where it is not being respected. And that absence grows louder over time. He may begin to replay your last conversations. He may begin to check whether you posted something new. He may begin to wonder why you seem so still, so composed, so unreachable. That discomfort is important. People often do not understand value while they still have endless access to it. They understand it when the access changes. So let your quiet do some of the work. Do not rush to fill every gap. Do not fear the pause. Not every silence needs your words. Sometimes your silence is the clearest sentence you can offer. And sometimes the strongest woman in the room is the one who says less, moves wisely, and lets her absence reveal what her presence used to hide. Now comes the deepest shift. Live as if you have already let go. This is where your energy becomes undeniable. Because the truth is, many men feel the strongest pull not when you are clinging, but when they sense you are no longer emotionally trapped by them. When you laugh fully again, when you make plans that do not include him, when you dream loudly and move through life with fresh air in your chest, something changes in the space between you. He feels that your grip is gone. He feels that he is no longer the center of your emotional world, and that freedom has a strange magnetism. But this only works if it is real. If you are pretending, he will feel the strain. Forced detachment has tension in it. Real detachment has peace. The woman who is acting moved on usually tries too hard to be seen. The woman who is genuinely healing does not need to prove anything. Her energy softens, her posture changes, her eyes change, her life starts looking full again. And that fullness becomes attractive because it is not built around him, it is built around self-respect. If he comes back, let him return to someone stronger than the version he left behind. Not colder, not bitter, stronger, more centered, more aware, more selective. This is the version of you that no one can casually ignore without feeling the weight of what they risked losing. Stay with me, because the next part is where the script becomes truly powerful. Let him feel the weight of his choices. This does not mean revenge. It does not mean cruelty. It means truth. If he ignored you, do not erase that history the second he reappears. Do not rush to welcome him back like your heart has been standing still with the lights on. Let there be weight. Let there be space. Let him feel that disappearing had consequences. Let him notice that your trust is no longer free. Let him understand that reconnecting with you is not about sending one message and being restored to full access. It is about rebuilding. It is about consistency. It is about proving that this time he can show up with clarity instead of confusion, with effort instead of convenience, with intention instead of games. This is how a man starts taking you seriously. Not when you make it easy after he made it painful, but when he sees that your heart has standards. He must face the emptiness he helped create. He must sit with the reality that while he was pulling away, you were learning how to stand taller without him. That realization can change a man if he is capable of growth. And if he is not, then this same standard will protect you from being pulled back into a cycle that only looks like love from a distance. Either way, you win. Because now you are no longer asking, how do I make him come back? You are asking the better question. If he returns, has he earned a place in my life? And here is something even stronger. Sometimes the real transformation is not in his return, it is in your awakening. Because once you stop chasing, stop overgiving, stop proving, and stop shrinking yourself to keep someone comfortable, you begin to see things more clearly. You notice how often you confused intensity with sincerity. You notice how often mixed signals kept you emotionally busy while offering no real security. You notice how much of your energy was spent trying to decode behavior instead of simply observing it. That clarity is priceless. It changes the kind of love you accept next. It changes the kind of silence you tolerate. It changes the way you respond to distance, inconsistency, and emotional half steps. And that is why this journey matters, even if he never comes back. Because your power was never supposed to depend on one man realizing your value. Your power begins the moment you realize it yourself. The moment you stop seeing his attention as proof of your worth, your whole life shifts. You become harder to manipulate, harder to confuse, harder to keep in emotional limbo. And yes, that energy is magnetic. Men feel it. They can sense when a woman no longer collapses in the absence of validation. They can feel when she has rebuilt her center. That kind of woman does not need to force attraction. She naturally changes the atmosphere. She walks differently. She speaks differently. She chooses differently. And from that place, whether he returns or not becomes less important than who you have become. So, do men come back? Sometimes yes. Sometimes no. But when they do, it is rarely because they were chased into clarity. It is because your energy changed. You stepped back without drama. You built your life instead of pausing it. You answered with calm instead of chaos. You showed boundaries without speeches. You used silence with wisdom. You carried yourself like someone who had released what was not choosing her fully. And you allowed his choices to carry their natural weight. These are not games. This is self-respect in motion. This is emotional discipline. This is what happens when a woman stops trying to force love and starts protecting her peace. And the irony is beautiful. The very moment you stop gripping so tightly is often the moment he begins to feel the ache of your absence. He starts to notice what your presence used to give him. He starts to question his distance. He starts to feel the pull of what he thought would always be there. But whether he returns with a message, an apology, or a new seriousness, never forget this part. Your job is not to be available. Your job is to be aligned. Your job is not to rescue the connection. Your job is to remain rooted in your value. If that hits home, keep listening, because this final part brings everything together in the strongest way. The strongest love stories are not written only in moments of attention. They are written in the spaces between, in the pauses, in the days when one person chooses growth over desperation and silence over pleading. They are written when a woman feels ignored, feels hurt, feels the sting of uncertainty, and still chooses not to abandon herself. That is the real turning point. Not when he texts, not when he comes back, not when he suddenly sees your worth. The turning point is the day you decide that your peace will no longer be traded for temporary affection. From that day on, everything changes. If he comes back, he will not find the same woman he once left waiting. He will find someone deeper, steadier, and far less willing to settle for confusion dressed as connection. And if he does not come back, then what you built in the silence will still remain yours. Your standards, your strength, your self-trust, your life. That is why you never truly lose when you respond this way. You either gain a changed situation or a changed self, and both are powerful. So remember it clearly. Withdraw with grace. Rise in private and in public. Speak less, but speak with calm. Hold your boundaries. Let silence reveal value. Live free. And let every person who enters your life feel that your heart is precious, not easy. That is how you stop being overlooked. That is how you become unforgettable.